Okay, let's get this stream started by turning on New Vegas Vision. Triptastic. And beginning New Vegas. There we go. Now, not much news on the modding front. So... Oh! I forgot to turn on Steam. Fuck. And it, of course, it boots the stupid launcher. I overslept and apparently have no sleep whatsoever because I forget to do everything. I mean, it's not really an issue. All I have to do is exit that stupid launcher. Because thankfully, New Vegas doesn't fuck with its settings every time you open the launcher, unlike Oblivion. That I think the mod manager overrides it anyway. I think the mod manager does quite a lot of useful features, such as overriding the shitty default settings. I guess there's technically some news related to Fallout. I mean, there's a rumour circulating based on very circumstantial evidence. The evidence being a 10-second, like, how do I describe it? Like like the slideshow style countdowns that Fallouts often have at the beginning of them. You know, that sort of thing. There was one of those, 10 seconds long, on Amazon, by Bethesda, full price, new game, just a pre-order for a game, no box art, no nothing. There was... And on the third slide, there was a mark on it, which people... You know, it was that sort of Fallout-y green, but there was a... green... You know, there was a mark on the third slide, so it's got people thinking there's a Fallout 3 remake. The link has since died. In fact, I couldn't find much evidence on it at all. And I found bloody enhanced camera for Skyrim Special Editions, and that took some finding. But I just don't know what to believe with it. But if it does turn out to be a Fallout 3 remake in Fallout 4's engine, because this Gamebryo can... I am seeing that right. But Gamebryo cannot take it. Gamebryo is shit, it's unstable, and no matter what you do, it will never look great. It will always look... This is about the best it will ever look. Because the engine is kind of shit. But my concerns with it is, if it's like Fallout 3, it will be fine. If it's like Fallout 4, it will be fine. If it's got any of Fallout 76's failings, like the inane crafting system or the fucking awful perk cards, it will be awful. Yeah. Or being Bethesda.net only is also a pretty big deal breaker, because that system is shit. So that's another thing that could kill it. And... Or... I think more likely, it's probably the single-player version of Fallout 76. You know, I just can't see them doing it. Yes, I know that Fallout 76 was developed by a different studio. It was like Austin, Texas or something. It was not it was a studio procured just for Fallout 76. It wasn't... But it would seem odd that Bethesda's done another big game like that with the studio should be developing something called Starfield, which does not interest me at all. There's enough sci-fi out there, and it looks generic and inspired. And to be honest, this kind of this is what I want out of a Bethesda game: is this sort of sandbox RPG. You know, open world, very sandboxy RPG is what I want from a Bethesda game. I don't. really care for Starfield at all from what little I've seen of it. I don't know what's shooting at me because it wasn't this. Radars. How pathetic. Obsessive hoarding again. But, yeah, so there's that, but I don't know what to think of it. I normally base what I think on evidence, and there just isn't any. You know, which is typically Bethesda. They aren't known for leaking much. Until an official trailer comes out, they really do provide nothing. They provide a clue to get the, they provide like a small clue, and that's it. Yeah, they don't show like any pre-production stills. They're really good at keeping things hidden. Oh no. Couldn't just enjoy baseball. Or maybe I should call it bomb ball. Well, they were trying to play baseball. I'm trying to remember what this republic is. Because obviously that's the goal, just to find a little up in the top corner of the map. But wait, why is this a generated combat music when nothing else has? There's an albino rad scorpion, that's why. They don't normally spawn combat music. Yeah, so very little. Oh, if it even is it might not even be Fallout related. You know, it could be anything. I mean, the green tint and the style of it implies Fallout, but and the mark on the 3 does sort of imply Fallout 3 because like no one's expecting a new like a Fallout 4, but it's one of those things that I'm not quite sure what it could even be. I mean, the evidence is slim. One way or another, is it? Why is there a mole rat and a deathclaw peacefully cut? No. No. The deathclaw is still friendly. Why is the deathclaw friendly to the mole rat? I don't get that. I've never seen that before in my life. Even the deathclaw wouldn't kill that. Oh, poor mole rat. Brilliant. Yeah, don't release the Deathclaw while you're coming. Well, another Deathclaw's coming to slaughter you. No, release the Deathclaw when you're dead. Brilliant. So I thought, Well, I've never recognised that. It isn't. It's a monorail. But I clearly didn't recognise it because it's a monorail, not the... It's a monorail. Oh no. Not Talon Company. I haven't seen them for a while, actually. Field of the Brahmin. I must. I don't care, I have to. I see a Brahmin, I have to tip it. Well, people don't look at explosions, as don't impatient people. Yeah, there's something that bothers me about this car factory, and I think it's the fact that there is... Well, there doesn't seem to be an outlet port. No! It's a car factory, but there's no outlet. You know... I think that's the problem with Fallout 3's design, is that the... You know, Fallout 4, they all have, like, loading docks and everything. This one sort of doesn't. In fact, most of it's, like, arguably not even a factory. Most of it's arguably just an office building. There's no outlet. You know, you make a car in there and then you can't even get it out. Not good design. It's lagging like crazy. I think my save's getting to that point where you can't play anymore because it's lagging out so bad. Another crippling flaw of Gamebryo is no matter how big if your save gets to a certain size, it just starts to crash. Or lag out, one of the two. Oh no! Not turrets! Why would you ever just, like, leave it defend by the turrets? Like, seriously, they're terrible. Look at them. They failed. They died in, like, one shot. Yeah, leave the bear alone. These Canterbury Commons. I don't intend to come here, but if I'm here, I'm here. I might as well watch.
Now, fool, tremble before the might of the antagonizer.
You'll never get away with terrorizing this town. Not while it's under the protection of the Mechanist.
And these people are taking themselves seriously.
Cans are no match for my army.
Complete with hammy laugh.
The citizens of this town have nothing to fear. The Mechanist is here to protect them.
We'll see.
Arguably, the controlling of the ants is far more impressive than the controlling of the robots. But the robots are far more firepower than the ants.
My steadfast creations. Show these vermin humanity's true power.
Basic Methodist. Humans and their toys are done for. They killed themselves off with their petty wars.
Humans may be weak sometimes, but our creations are strong and pure. Something you'll never be.
Oh dear.
Are you all right? You aren't hurt, are you? I'd like to apologize. Name's Rowe. Uncle Rowe to most. Welcome to Canada. That must be the 20th time I've seen those two go at it.
Just
there are
two local
citizens,
nut
the
jobs, I
Mechanist
think, is
and
more
Ant
the
Agonizer.
description of them.
A while ago, we were attacked by the Ant Agonizer. That woman with the ants, obviously. The Mechanist saved the town with his robots. That was all well and good, but I swear their fights are getting bigger and it's been driving off the merchants. They simply won't leave. Oh, that's terrific! Find where the Ant Agonizer and the Mechanist hide and convince them to stop or otherwise end their hostility, and you'll earn 200 caps.
Woo.
You only need to stop one of them, really. Nowadays, I think they only stay in Canterbury to fight each other. Great! I'm relieved. Oh, and please, do try to use some discretion. We already have plenty. If it'll...
I need no idea.
One day there was a crazy woman leading a bunch of ants into town. She said humanity was dead and the ants would inherit. Well, that gave Dom plenty of time to line up a shot or two on the ants. She ran away, but every once in a while she'd stage an attack again. She wasn't much of a threat then. In fact, she was sort of entertaining at first. Gave everyone in town
That's
something
so
to talk
useful.
about. But when the Mechanists started fighting her, things got bad. Ants are easy to shoot, but add robots with lasers, it got real nasty. The Mechanist used to be our town mechanic, Scott Walensky. Quiet guy, but plenty fierce with a wrench and some solder. Guy used to take care of a robot that protected the town until it got torn up in one of the Ant Agonizer's lame little attacks. I guess he took it personal because he made a mechanical suit and called himself the Mechanist, said he would lead a robot army to... Now he doesn't even respond to his name, and his robot army is more dangerous to the town than the ants ever were. My nephew Derek might know more about them. He might know more about where you can find them, but don't...
Yeah, he's not so... Little kitty, that looks like it. Looks like Derek. Yep.
Oh man, did you see it? Did you see it? The antagonizer was all like, "Fear me!" When they fight in town, it's incredible! And then my uncle says I need to stay inside. He says it's dangerous. You think they're neat too, huh? It's not like they ever hurt. Dom and Machete make sure everyone gets inside when they fight like that. The traders and the slavers and the raiders, they don't like the antagonizer or the Mechanist. They say they're bad for business.
What, so they're actually good?
That's dumb. The ants and the... You mean the superheroes? I don't know much about her except she really, really doesn't like people. That's kinda cool. I mean, sometimes people are jerks. I think her lair is somewhere in the caves to the north of the city. Joe Porter said he found out something about her, but my uncle won't let him tell me.
Okay, so Joe Porter is that... Oh, no.
Just stumbled into town? You sure picked a... I'm Joe Porter. We do our best. Well, Dom and Ro do. You ever find yourself starving around here, drop by Dot's... You mean apart from having cheesy names? One of the traders told me she sounded like a girl he used to know. But they never found any trace of her body. Said her name was...
Helpful.
Nervous, right?
I was looking for a location, not just a name. Although, now I think about it, that's probably a way to do it without a speech check, so... Yeah, when you think about it, which one... You stop the ants because that's the Yeah, the robots are a more useful threat, and to be honest, he is just protecting his town. This one is just hamming it up for no reason whatsoever. Right. See, this is the kind of stuff I think Fallout 4 actually lacks. It's just the sort of little setup events. It just doesn't seem to have much of that, because there's like no settlements to actually do that with. Because like all the settlements you come across are shitty constructionable things that are just terrible. Not actually like proper settlements. Like, you know, like nothing special goes on in them. That's sort of what I'm getting at. Is it me, or is the little ant went down slower than the big ant? Well, that was a waste of ammo. See, the ants aren't really a threat to anyone. Complete with silly throne and everything.
So at last, you've penetrated the court of the antagonizer, queen of all ants. Were you sent by that meddling mechanist? He'll learn that no one can stand before my royal regiment
How did two
of
people
fighting ants.
from the same
Explain
area
yourself.
turn into deranged
Why shouldn't
hams?
I have my
Like,
priest
seriously.
kill you where you stand? Haha! You would walk here and presume to command me? Humanity's time has come to an end. Your kind But not so, the noble ant. It works with its brethren. Once I've finished with that pathetic mechanist, I will be free. Perhaps humanity isn't dead yet. Now.
Oh, you really.
Ouch.
I'm seeing that right. Not instead of coming to. Oh dear. Oh dear. That was just tragic. In fact, that's more tragic than I thought it would be. I get a feeling he's supposed to do this at a very early level. Then again, the Mechanist is actually quite dangerous. Because sentry bots are supposedly a higher level creature. Although I don't think they are, because they're actually kind of pathetic. But yeah. I'm pretty sure he's actually in like the Corvega factory now, I think. He's in like a nearby factory, but he isn't a threat. I think he was just a local who read one too many comic books growing up. Decided to ham it up.
With all of that fighting I never did get to give you. Welcome to Canterbury Commons, home of traders, caravanners, and damn near all of them, depending on which caravan's in town, guns, arms. Everyone but slavers, that is. It's a hassle to transport their wares, as they say. Just as well, eh? Excellent. Without her, the Mechanist should be on his way, and now I do believe this is our... You can usually find... Other than them...
Yay, and I can continue to request a little republic up north.
Hey. spirits told me you'd be coming. Welcome, welcome! You bear the look of one who is haunted, but I am proud to say that my way... Have a look. See if anything
crazy
falls
merchant.
out to you.
Who doesn't sell anything other than that and a few sim packs. Oh well. Needs must. And of course, no one in New Vegas weapons.
Give me a shout if you...
The pricing in New Vegas for weapons is so stupidly high that you're pretty much never going to get rid of any. Getting rid of any that you picked up is a real problem. It's just, you know, while Fallout 4, you generally had way more caps than you would ever use because there was like the only thing worth buying was ammo, which was dirt cheap. So as a result, you end up having mountains and mountains of crap money. It was kind of stupid. Is that fire ant? Did I see an ant actually win a fight? That can't be. Oh no, it's a boar. I just saw a red button and thought it was an ant. Right in the butt. I don't care if they're non-hostile. I'm still killing those damn bears. Just stop the spread of bone break fever somehow. I get the distinct impression that's the no-go zone. It's got that look to it. Oh, delightful. Oh no, not the Protector Motron and the Sentry Bot. Oh no. I think they were a threat because I think was that Jim's last entry. Yep. I think they were more of a threat than he realised. But there are any beds around here, is there? Like ever? But night time, so sleepy times or waiting times. I mean, just fall asleep while standing up in a power armor. It's fine. They have servos that keep you locked in place to stop you falling over. You know, it's kind of one of the benefits of them. So there's still stuff I haven't done in the Fallout 3 world space. I know that I know of anyway. Oh no! Radical Scorpion! So scary. Oh, that's quite a distance away. Not like this remote. Apparently the Raiders won. I find that hard to believe that the Raiders managed to win. and didn't steal everything in sight. Yeah. I just find it hard to believe that the Raiders won. Yeah, it's kind of... The Raiders are kind of shitty. Oh look, Raiders. Always have that incredibly gaudy, like, graffiti everywhere. I don't know why. Yeah. Considering how they dress, this gaudy graffiti does not really fit with their dress style. You know, if they dressed like, say, the Pack in Fallout 4, then that would, you know, that would probably fit them better. You know, fit their graffiti style. Because it seems overly gaudy colours for what they are. And you know, and they're otherwise, like, kind of gruesome decoration. And then you got, like, this vibrant stuff. Oh, that Pip-Boy light is terrible. You know, I'm seeing anything, it's because it's starting to glow better. The light is coming back to the wasteland. Oh no! Not the silo!
Scared. Just
And I'm immediately back down because apparently I never moved. I was trying to cancel out that crappy flashing cutscene. Better reload my gun. You know you've got to. Wait, it counts as a knockdown enemies, really? It's not even an enemy! Try and roll it. No, it's not going. Nah, I can't make it roll. Just trying to make it roll. I get a distinct impression that I am going to be going too I just noticed the Republic's up near Old Olney, that's all I know. I get the feeling this is the world boundary. Yeah, just an impression. I should probably heal. No, drink some amazing Aqua Pura. That should do it. Just an impression, I get the distinct impression I'm near the edge of the world. Yep. There's the shitty fence that marks the edge of the world. Oh, there it is! There it is! When they said edge of the world, when they went edge of the world near Old Olney, they meant it. Because there's the shitty world boundary. You know, that's something I you can at least appreciate for Fallout 3 for, is that, yes, while it is really, really shitty, there is like this fence that does run up on the edge of the world. You can't go much. I actually think my invisible wall remover mod got rid of that, disabled those as well, but you know, that is the shitty world boundary. And it's at least marked with this shitty fence. At least I think it is, anyway. No, it could potentially go a bit further, but it's never far from the shitty fence. It's always close to the shitty fence, which is something that Oblivion doesn't do, and like there's at least an inclination that there's something there. This is a well-fortified compound. There it is, the Republic of Dave.
It's kind of late to be entering the Republic.
It's 6.
This is the Republic of Dave. Duh. It's named for President Daddy. But you have to talk to him if you... Okay.
This one's silent.
Isn't election time so much fun, Mary?
I can't believe it's only a couple of days away.
Oh, there's a lot of children in this republic. Apart from a little lamplight, I think this is actually the greatest concentration of children in Fallout 3. Let's have a look at the Museum of Dave. When looking for a let's see, there's his prized Brahmin skull. There's prized Chinese weapons. Prized nuke lamp. More Chinese weapons. Ooh, a bobblehead. And the baby carriage he was born in. Lovely. It's like, this is... world is at least 6 times that size. Because that covers everything that Dave has gone on. Except, like, I'm trying to remember what I read on the wiki. But yeah, it's like, all of it's crap. It's all just like generic crap. But they've tried and made out that Dave is a god because of it. Is my Pip shitboy light on? No.
Have you heard about Dave, lady?
You need to find Dave. Also, why would the kids be on guard at night?
Dave doesn't like us talking to strangers.
Where is this Dave?
Dave doesn't like us talking to strangers.
So, Dave's not in Dave's double bed, which is wider than it is long. Okay. You sure that's a double bed and not a triple bed? The bed, like, things are so distorted.
Hey there, are you gonna play Republic with us?
Kitty.
Get out of my
Adult.
way. I told you not to talk to me like that. Shut up.
Bucket lamp, class.
Dave doesn't like us talking to strangers.
I am Dave, President of the Republic of Dave. You will address me as Mr. President, or I will have you executed.
Oh dear.
Now, are you applying for citizenship, asylum, or just vacationing in the Republic of Dave?
Yes, take the piss.
You are? Excellent. It's good to see that the Wasteland has finally recognized the sovereign Republic of Dave.
This is going to be an
If the people
inbred
of the
colony
Wasteland are
soon.
generous and respectful, I might deign to annex them. There's an election for the next president. Don't look so surprised. Can't you see this is a republic?
Yes, absolutely.
Well then, there you go.
Take the piss.
An election is what separates a president like myself from a monarch like my father.
Like a better play? What?
My father inherited his political power from birth and renamed this great nation the Kingdom of Tom.
Another,
Although
like, generic
I also
name.
inherited my political power from my father when I took over, I formed a republic so that people may elect their leader. All right, sure, why not? The people have a tendency to wait until the last minute to vote, but I'd like just to get it over with. I'll spare a few caps if you just tell each of the adults to get over to the voting booth sometime today, so I cinch the victory. Not that I have anything to worry about. The people know who their leader is in this republic.
Yes, totally not dictator.
Of course I voted. Hey.
Hey, Shauna.
I heard that Dave allowed you to stay. Election time is... I don't think... Keep your voice down. I'm not really comfortable talking about it out here. Did you ask Dave? Did you ask?
Oh dear.
And... You're right.
Did you do the early voting?
Dave says you're okay? I'll help you. No.
I can't believe it's only a couple days away.
Out with it, Ambassador. I'm sorry, but the...
Yeah, this guy isn't totally corrupt. There's like, I'm the only candidate.
No way.
And there's another one out here with the kitties.
So, Dave, I run the Museum of Dave. Absolutely not.
Good luck, Dave. You have my vote.
Now, where's this election booth? Electoral... Okay, it's clearly not the steaming shithouse. That's clearly not... Actually, that could very much be the election booth. No, no, it is just the Utus. Wait.
Yes? What is it? Man, I'd love to be the president. And the first thing I do is make myself the... But there's no need for me to run. One year, Dave is just going to make me the leader, just like my grandpa Tom.
Ah.
Yeah, I'll show him. When I'm in charge, everyone will have to say I'm as good as Dave.
That's really...
Fine.
Yeah, totally not corrupt us. Okay, now I need to watch where he's going. Oh, he's getting stuck on a wall. Where is he going? Because I need to know where this election booth is so I can potentially tamper with it. No, he's just getting stuck. Okay, what about this question is that everyone?
Another foreigner in the...
This is Ian here. Or it is just his inbred... No, it is just his inbred son. Lovely. That looks nothing like his father. But... I think that's all of them. There's only 4.
Ah,
All
Dave,
done.
lead
Dave's
our
the
republic
best.
to glory.
President Daddy, there's a wastelander who wishes to see you, sir.
Oh dear.
Yes? What can... Good. The votes are... Oh yes, I almost forgot.
Who would you vote for if you were old enough, Flower?
Santa Claus!
Yeah.
Jessica, you excited about the election?
Yeah.
Hooray for the
Let's see what we
Republic!
have here. A vote for me. And another vote for me.
The ramen smelled awful today.
Bob? After counting the votes, the president is... Well, despite the hiccup, it looks like I am still declared the winner.
Bob.
Yes? What can... Communist? She's a communist. Everyone come quick.
Hey!
What's the matter, huh? Can't stand the sight of your own blood?
Just destroy that not benevolent leader. And then leave. They'll calm down. They always do. River City Security did a bang-up job with that one. Look at them, they can barely even hurt me. Hey, this is my corpse. They'll calm down next time I come back. Oh, Talon Company. Just brainlessly charge me with, because there's always one that's got like melee and for like no good reason. Yeah, there's always the poor sod who... They give him armor, but he gets a knife and that's it, and has to run in with that. Oh no. Oh no. Albino radical scorpions are way too common. Like, there's a random encounter. The two of them is a random encounter, and it is way too common. You know, they're albinos, and yet they're the most common thing in the world, even though albinism is really, really rare. It makes no sense whatsoever. But, you know, in Fallout 4, albinism is a really rare case. Well, very, very rarely see an albino creature. While in Fallout 3, it happens all the bloody time because they are way too common. You know, if you've got broken steel involved and you're like level 25, you'll be seeing albino radical scorpions everywhere. And they all have like 3,000 health default. I've nerfed them because it was just the scaling is horrific. Because, like, they just turned every single fight into a fight with a sponge. It just was not fun in the slightest. Okay, apparently jumping sideways doesn't really work. Oh look! Another pair of albino radical scorpions. Sounds like there's nothing else in the wasteland. Like at all. All it is more albino radical scorpions. Yeah, I thought. Yep, right on the world boundary. There's no shitty wall here to tell you. There really should be like a shitty fence, or just... There needs to be a visual clue that it's the edge of the world space, not... Like some sort... It doesn't even need to be a particularly big thing, it just needs to be something that just points out, yes, this is the edge of the world space. It's just a hint. You know, the shitty fence is a hint. It's not actually a physical barrier, it really is just a case of... It's just enough of a hint to say, yes, that's the edge of the world. Or you can have like a no boundary and just bump into, well, nothing. And there's no reason to, because you could quite easily have it go up to like that rocky ridge over there. Because this is just an arbitrary line. There's no shit fence, there's nothing, there's just an arbitrary line. Oh look, more. Always more radical scorpions. You don't believe that? You don't believe the law. Because they are just, no matter where you go, there's always more. Always more. Sound of gunfire. Oh. Oh no. Not the Yaogwar, toughest thing in the wasteland. Oh look, another one. Like wolves in Skyrim, they're just omnipresent. No matter where you go, there's another albino radical scorpion. It's like Skyrim, no matter where you go, there's always more wolves. Always more wolves. Seems a remote place for an eyebot. Doink, doink.
Good to see you. What do you need? As long as you aren't a vegetarian.
I'm surprised that such a thing could exist in the wasteland. You know, because like there isn't exactly much crops in this wasteland. Take my 10 mil. Actually, I need to fix those and you keep... No, because I've got this big thing instead, so... Wow, you only have 10 caps. That's kind of sad. Random oh, they're all... They are. One's got goggles, but they're all clones. Oh dear. The Gary Vault's kicked out. Ow. Someone else has been in the Gary Vault. I don't know where that is. I need to find it, because it is one of the, you know, it's one of the points of interest that's definitely worth going out and finding. Another one will be Harold, which I think bugs out. I'm not sure. I would have to see, because it gets stuck in the cutscene. I think it's 'cause it's just waiting for some NPC that doesn't know how to move. Oh. Oh no! What the? Enclave? Another remote spot for Enclavians. Oh, this thing sucks. It can't even aim straight. Ah! Accidentally loading the menu. Ugh. And now you see why I can't live without quick loot, because that is horrific. And imagine doing that on every corpse you want to loot. Just imagine doing that on every corpse, because the lag New Vegas generates is horrific. It's Gamebryo, it's shit. Gamebryo is just crap. It's antiquated. I think it was bad when it came out. You know, it can't handle much. It's just not a good engine. You know, people always shit on the creation engine for being Gamebryo, actually. Even though it isn't, it was merely designed to work at a development level similar to Gamebryo, so it didn't have to learn a completely new system. Which is logical, and to be honest, Gamebryo is very easy to work with. You know, it's a very easy one to work with, it's just not a particularly stable one to work with. Actually, speaking of Harold, I think I just found him. I mean, because what's this bizarre green shit? Green shit? Green shit? Yes, I think I found him.
Outsider, you have arrived. Please come closer. I have something of the utmost urgency to speak to you about. Do hurry. He doesn't like to be kept waiting.
You know, not weird at all.
I'm so glad you're here. It's been a while since anyone's visited us, and he's been waiting for someone like yourself to arrive.
I think he wants to commit suicide, but okay.
Me, I'll bring you right to him. Excellent. Please follow me.
You know,
all will be
if you laugh at this, you just can't be. You know, you're not used to life in the wasteland. I've seen much worse.
We welcome you with outstretched
Crazy
arms.
tree cult. Okay, but it's green and life. It's green and it's life. Look at this weird green shit. What is this weird green shit? I'm gonna ignore how hideous that water looks.
Welcome, outsider.
Oh God, that is complete. No, I can't. It's actually painful to look at.
You have no idea how overjoyed I am to see you. Normally, outsiders are forbidden inside Oasis, but he has made an exception.
That would explain the Enclave Patrol.
The innocent creatures are drawn here by his gifts. They come from across the wasteland to live in this sanctuary. This part of the world is healing, my friend, and it's all thanks to him. He is the one who grows. He is the one who gives, and he is the one who guides. No one speaks his name out of reverence for his majesty. Thanks to him, The tree minders have a home.
I get the distinct impression this crazy cult existed first. And then...
I would have preferred that he made the introduction, but I understand your hesitation. The Great One is a god tree. A living, breathing...
I get the feeling these were creepy tree cultists before.
The tree minders are blessed to have this being...
Which is a callback to either Fallout 1 or Fallout 2, I can't remember which. Probably Fallout 2, because that was a bit wackier.
We care for this place. He gives to us, so we shun technology and embrace nature.
And yet you carry
That's
guns.
The life of a tree minder.
Why carry weapons?
The wasteland is a hostile place, and sometimes we're forced to defend ourselves against it. If that means fighting with manufactured weapons, then so be it. Had he not asked to see you, you never would have gotten this close to the gate.
I think they understand one assault rifle is not going to stop anyone at this point.
Yes, indeed it does. Sorry, I don't speak to outsiders very often, and I tend to get lost in conversation. As you approached Oasis, he said you were coming, and I was sent out to meet you personally with a request. He wishes to meet with you. You'd be the first outsider to do so in a very long time. Yes, person.
Oh, he
To
was
meet
a
him,
person.
You must undergo the ceremony of purification. Once that's complete, you'll be able to speak to him. Whenever you're ready, we may begin. I'm afraid not. No one gets to see him. The sap will purify your... Other than that, I understand, my... You may walk about Oasis when you're ready.
Now, the reason I'm doing this is the last time I attempted this ceremony, the glitched out and it just got stuck. So I'm just doing a save first.
What is it you wish to talk about, my... Very good. Take your place in front of the basin, and let's begin.
Now, I'm just going to very, very slowly make my way to the basin, like, very slow. Because I think the reason it glitched out is because, no, these people weren't here. You know, whoever was supposed to be here wasn't here. Okay, that seems to be all 5 of them, so...
What do you need?
Trippy, 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 trippy.
We will now recite the blessing to ward off any harm the outsider may be carrying before he proceeds to the grove.
I bid you depart, agents of destruction, through the power of his divine will.
Leave our homes and bodies immediately. Live no longer in them, but pass over into places where you can harm no one.
In the name of his frondescence, I call his wrath upon you, so that wherever you may go, you bear it with you.
And, diminishing from day to day, you may disappear, except where you serve the health and good purposes of mankind. May no trace of you be found.
All this, may he be so good as to grant us, who is to come to judge the living and the dead, and the world by his verdure.
Yeah, you'd think they would have done a bit better with the willowing, wouldn't you? And this is the point where it glitches out. Yep. Does this every time. That's why I didn't. Because I know it does that. It just gets stuck. It's like almost as if the person there doesn't exist. Like there's supposed to be someone else there, but they don't. And I'm going to try it again, but I'm going to wait a couple of hours just before, just to see if it works. Because I thought, for some reason, I've always had issues with this quest. It's never worked properly.
Good to see you.
So,
what is it you wish to talk?
Like there's supposed to be like a circle of them. Because clearly these 5 aren't enough. There's another one.
What's wrong? Why are you leaving? There's nothing to fear here. If you need a bit of time to reflect, when you're ready to...
Yeah, because I get the feeling that one of them doesn't show up. I did just see a flash of green, didn't I? We shun technology, but we have locks.
Now is the time for an audience with him.
2,
we can talk later.
4. Yeah, I get the feeling one of them doesn't show up.
What is it you wish to talk about, my friend? Very...
I mean, the problem is that one of them doesn't show up. I want to do 4. I think there's a 6th one who stands here, and they haven't shown up.
You must drink from the basin if you wish to... What's wrong? Why are you leaving? There's not...
It's just broken.
Hey.
I get the distinct impression that for some reason that's just broken and nothing actually works. I think that's... There's not... For some reason it doesn't work, so I think one of them doesn't show up.
Welcome to Oasis, outsider.
I'm gonna see if I can't do it without doing the crazy ritual or resorting to console. So clearly the crazy ritual doesn't work. Sunken Chambers. Hello, Hoi fan. I'm terrible with pronunciation at the best of times, so sorry if I got that wrong. Oh, no, not mild. I think that's supposed to be a snapping turtle, but it looks nothing like a turtle. Okay, I'm just gonna ignore the fact that there's... someone was living in this cave, but without a bed. It's just like a picnic spot. I get the feeling this is not going the right way. Just a certain impression. Also, this is supposed to be a turtle, but it looks nothing like a snapping turtle at all. That it looks more like a bleak creature from the Black Lagoon than it does anything else. Oh no. Follow me home. This can't just be a dead end. came past the tricycle lake, so... Try the shitty local map. We have to go through Tricycle Lake. I'd actually have to go through Tricycle Lake and just... I have no idea what I'm doing, this is all new to me. Ah. I see. Do I have a flamer? No. Oh, flare gun doesn't work. What about an incinerator? Because the flare gun definitely doesn't work. Okay, so that doesn't work either. Regular incinerator. Okay, so maybe it is just a flame. Oh, my name's Jackie. Okay, so just gotta look it up on the wiki. Apparently I don't have a flamer. Flamer. $432D. No way. Go, go away, EMB. Fucking go. Okay. One's D. Okay, so apparently this cave's a waste of space and you can only do it if you've gone on the quest. I said fuck it on your console. Was it that way? No, that was the barbecue guy. You'd think that the roots you could burn them down, but no. So let's go through the cave of crappiness again. Oh. Oh. There we go. A lot quicker coming out. Weird. But that was a complete waste of space. I can't go through there. The ritual doesn't work because one of them doesn't exist. We'll try one last time.
My business.
Because there seems to be more from here now, so...
What is it you wish to talk about?
2, 3, 4. No, it's the same 5. I think there's supposed to be... I think there's supposed to be a 6th one that doesn't appear. There's a 6th one that just doesn't exist. What am I doing at the moment? I'm burning down Harold. Because the poor tree guy needs to... deserves, like...
Glad to see you're finally awake. I can't believe they made you do that stupid ceremony. They listen when I talk, but they don't hear. You know what I mean? Neither have I. Well, I mean, I talked to Herbert, but
I think he's just as bad.
He says anything back. Do you, Herbert? He kept growing around me. Maybe for calling him Herbert all the time. His name's really Bob. I think it's funny when I call him Herbert, though. Well, I suppose you could look at it that way.
Surprised this conversation works, actually, because it's kind of not on a prerequisite quest stage.
On top of my head, sunk his roots right in there, you know. Well, eventually, he got bigger than me, and then I pretty much ended up inside. It was a long time ago. I tend to lose track.
What did a tree end? I can't remember why a tree
I was
isn't his head.
exploring some sort of a military base with some other people. I think it was called Mariposa. We were pretty deep inside, and we found some weird vats. Last thing I remember before blacking out was something. You have no idea how glad I had you brought in here to ask, would you please kill me? I wish it was that simple. How to put this? I've been feeling it's hard to tell where everything is, but it's always that way with one's inside. Anyway, I believe Bob's character. You will?
I don't think Bob's happy about being...
You made us so happy.
If I was in that situation, I'd want someone to end me as well.
Right, Bob. Just give me a little time to say goodbye to good old Bob, and then I'll be ready. No. Herbert is the tree. Bob is his real name, but I call him Herbert because I think it's pretty funny. But I'm still in here too. What's left of me? The name's Harold.
Wait, quest added dirt. I've already been through the cave.
And I'm telling you, you've got it all wrong. Why else would he have called for an outsider's assistance?
Oh dear.
The outsider is here to deliver us from our enemies. To keep this place safely locked away from the wasteland, not to exploit us.
How can we preach about peace when all you want to do is keep his gift all to ourselves? That's not what he would want.
You must drink from the basin. If we allow the spread of this miracle to continue...
Did I just hear you must drink from the basin?
I can't allow that. I won't allow it.
Once again, my husband, we are at an impasse. I suggest we speak to the outsider.
Oh dear, the bobbing like a 1920s cartoon.
I know why you're here, and despite what my wife... After all, he chose... Oh, he's testing you now.
Oh.
He wants to see if your faith is strong by spinning these in... Don't worry. The Great One does tend to speak in riddles.
Oh, he speaks quite plainly.
Become quite puzzling of late. I think he's beginning to... The Great One's influence is growing. We can't allow Oasis to call it... If the same sap that you drank to purify yourself could be a... I can promise you, no harm would come to him. That's...
Am I allowed to move again?
I love Birch, but sometimes the spreading of his influence is not a... Of course we do. He yearns to share his miracles with the whole world.
He wants to die.
To give the gift of life. It's upsetting him to no end. But now that you're here,
poor Harold just wants to die.
Things are about to change.
Oh.
I heard what my husband, the same person that created the sap, also created this liniment. If you can reach his heart, instead of centuries, the wasteland will become green in mere decades.
Sorry, I got locked on. I have it set to caps lock as a toggle, but if I'm not caps locked any time, it sticks the light on my keyboard, which glows so bright because I've got... For some reason, someone thought it was a really good idea to stick a ridiculously bright lamp in my keyboard. Like, why would you want keys that glow so bright you can see them on the fucking screen? Like, seriously. Why do people like glowy shit? And the only reason I've got a keyboard that glows is because it was the only way of getting a mechanical one. I wanted a mechanical keyboard so I didn't have to keep replacing the pads and the sensors. Well, the sensors you can't replace. The pads, I had a way of hooking them out and replacing them, but... No, that's not weird at all. This flamer doesn't seem to be working. That's unusually weird. Grisly. And I can see a beating heart explode. That's not normal. Especially when it's orange. That's a cruel fate. You know, to basically become a living tree, stuck there for all eternity, waiting to die. Oink. Save at the door.
The Great One is dead, slain by your hand.
What, you actually
Don't worry,
find...
I hold no grudge towards you. You'll have to forgive my people at a time like this, outsider. They aren't used to being so
Well, you actually
lost.
accepted the fact that he wanted
And for
to die.
once, I don't have the words to help them. Before you reached his heart, he imparted his last words to me. He told me about his will to die and how I mistook this for some mystical sign. How could I have been so blind? How could I have misled all these people? Perhaps, if I would have spent more time...
Yeah, if they were more
knowing,
socially, might not hated his life so much. But being stuck down is a...
Even though the
Dude,
Great
that's
One
just
has left
horrible.
us, our memories
There's nothing
will
worse than
never die.
just be alone for
With Bloomsbury
eternity.
Poplar's help,
Just one,
I'm confident
unable
we
to
can
do
keep
anything.
Oasis alive and carry
die.
on as tree minders. Go now, outsider. Go, but never forget the gifts the Great One bestowed upon us.
There we go. Also, I believe in terms of animation terms, Harold is one of the most complex entities in Fallout 3. Because in animation terms, he's not an NPC, but he's not just an animated static item either. Because he does have his, because he does have the mouth motion synced. He's very, very unusual. I can't find my way out of this place. Ah, there we go, across this little shitty puddle. It's one that... when do I end my stream? In about 20 minutes-ish. I'll run out of time then. I do these on a time limit, basically. And I'll stream again New Vegas/Fallout 3 on Fridays, Oblivion on Monday, and Skyrim on Tuesday, roughly the same times. If I remember correctly, there's a death club down around here with a bobblehead in it. But first, time to learn about the Enclave camp. Amazing whose weapon ever hits that thing. That should be that camp destroyed. Drink some more Aqua Pura. Ow. Oh great, more! For like people with no base camp, They sure do still have a lot of support coming out here. Oh, fuck. Wait a second. That shouldn't be hostile to me. That shouldn't be hostile to me. I've got a Deathclaw friend module. And that's the non-enclave one. Ugh, time to pick a shitty perk. Oh, God. These are so bad. That's terrible. Because if you're ever down to 20 health, you're basically dead anyway. They're all so bad. All so awful. I mean, Life Giver's great, but it doesn't work, because radiation actually dangerous blocks it. That's awful. That'll do it. See, that's an Enclave one. Why was that hostile to me? I don't get why that one was hostile to me. It shouldn't be, but it was. Oh well. There's an old lady in a shack, I think, that's up around here as well. Who's looking for a violin. I think there'll be something for next stream. But maybe I've finally run out of ammo for this thing. I can use something else. Something less, inaccurate. Boing. 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 This isn't Oblivion, why am I bouncing? I get the distinct impression this is where I tested the Merv. I, for some reason, have flashbacks in an area just like this, spamming the Merv until the game crashed. Yeah, just with God mode on, just spamming it until it crashed.
Thanks for not attacking us. We were on our way to Underworld, so now we're just going to... It's a city of ghouls. It's hidden inside the Museum of... Then leave.
Leave the ghouls alone. They aren't hurting anyone. Oh. Whatever it was, it's dead now. Oh, that explains why it's dead to radical scorpions. It's a Protectomotrode. They are so terrible. Look at it. It died to radical scorpions. That's just lame. Yeah, losing to a radical scorpion is lame. I mean, Protectrons are failing in Fallout 4, but at least they're capable of dealing damage. Wait a second. No, this is a different farm. With a silo. And lots of stolen Aqua Pura. Oh, raiders. Nice. see you. Where are you? I see your enemy compass. Come on. There you are. Thought shooting in your general direction would wake you up. Does tend to wake them up if you shoot in a general direction. Oh no, we're almost out of ammo for this thing. Good. I was only using it to basically use up ammo. It's the only reason I was using this thing. What the f... Oh, outcasts.
No time to talk to your type, local.
Deathclaw knows what's dangerous. Goes for the one with the Gauss rifle first. I can't one-shot it with this piece of crap. That outcast is so dead. One. The sheer trauma of being whacked by a Deathclaw killed them. Oh no. Not another one. Oh no! Oh, another albino radical scorpion. Gotta save the doggy. The really, really fucking huge dog. That's enormous. Aaron and I'm bigger than the average person. That dog is enormous. What is it, like a skinny St. Bernard or something? How did the bus not go boom? Buses go boom at the drop of a hat. How did the bus not go boom? Road rage. Well, it's definitely one of the chain reaction sites. I hear the distinct sound of a laser weapon firing. Paradise Hills, or whatever it is. Oh no! A bloated fly. Oh, I can't believe I'm almost out of ammo for this. As I have two or three clips left of it. Yes. Got more ammo for this than I thought. I was trying to burn through it, but still I have more. A deep claw. Actually, is that an enclave one? No, that's also. Hard points would even hurt a Deathclaw, but okay. It worked well enough. Oh, it doesn't even have anything worth having. Oh look, another pier in the middle of nowhere. In a place that couldn't possibly be a river because the surrounding land isn't good enough. God, I think that was another chain reaction. Hey, that albino radical scorpion survived. I bet it survived. Oh, I saw the ammo crate, but I can't get out the ammo crate. because my jumping ability sucks. I slid and fell off this crappy pier. Oh look, more radical scorpions. Yeah, this is the like chain reaction. So there's loads around Paradise Hills. Weird. Look, another fucking radical scorpion. I didn't even need to see it to know what this was. Another one. Woo. Seriously, I'm sick to death of seeing these things. A sentry bot. It's not a radical scorpion. I'm happy. Oh, bifurcated. Ow! That's got a bigger boom than I thought. Use my stim packs because I've got a billion of them. Ow! That hurt more than I expected. Fusion peak. Again, that's got a big boom than expected as well. Where's that place? I have to go up to the Enclave camp, but don't. Not that high point should do any good against Enclave, but who knows?
Dropping hostile.
Yeah, they have so little health that it doesn't really matter. Ow, I'm over encumbered. No, I don't know why the pint-sized slasher mask is a power armor helmet type. No, I don't. Yeah, having dropped some of the power armor really makes a difference. In fact, I'm amazed by how much of a difference just repairing the armor makes. There goes all my weight. Apparently, power armor weighs a fucking ton and takes up your inventory really, really quickly. Oh good, all this ammo for this thing, finally. Strictly, I don't think Fallout 3 really has anything that reclasses a boss fight. That kind of... A few things that sort of set up as a boss fight aren't really very challenging at all. I mean, I'd put an enemy that's basically a boss level thing in, it's just a gigantic Deathclaw that will rip you to shreds in half a second, but we don't fight that except with sniper rifles because it's that powerful. Wait a second, is that... I found Arafu without looking for Arafu, and yet when I was looking for it, I couldn't find it no matter how hard I tried. If a car moves, it booms. That's a rule. Boom. Yes! Yes! Last clip! Last clip! I'm finally running out of ammo for this stupid thing! A sea tub! Seriously, these boats are so tub. They are... They're not really a boat, they're more of just a tub. And they all have just a tub. Is the... Yeah, they are not a boat, really. They are more just a great tub that sits on the water. Ew. Why would I ever take that? Boomage! Boom! That looks relatively interesting. Let's head that way. Boing.
Found you. Where?
Oh, aren't you delightfully friendly? Oh. You were protecting the mini nuke. I see. You're protecting your pile of bounty. Ugh. I am early 20s, my age. Yeah, I won't go any. I won't say anything more than that. There we go. Wow, that was totally worth the lock. Totally worth the lock. Yeah, that didn't even, I don't even think it made a power fist would, but the caps didn't even cover the bobby pins I used. A creature, what is it? Well, non-albino radical scorpion. I didn't know such things existed. Wing. Wing. Should probably head to Underworld. There's quests, quite a few quests there actually. The T-51 quest is the... Apparently Riley's Rangers start there. That starts there apparently, so... Boomage. 12 more shots. It's a bloated fly.
Talent company's been ambushing our water caravans. I guess they thought we wouldn't figure out who was doing it. As soon as Paladin Jensen gets back from scouting the base, we're going to live. Sure, but don't expect us to jump in and save you from those Talon boys. We move on our own schedule.
Well, that's a... Yeah, you want to be useless. Oh no. What is this? Bloated fly. I'm not going to engage in town company madness yet. Yay! You know what? Just for the sake of it, so we never have to use this weapon again. There. Out of ammo, nothing left. Perfect. Now we can switch back to weapons that actually are good. Actually, this has got a lot more rounds than I thought it did on it. Go back to using this. But it's pretty much time, so I'm gonna stretch. If I don't stretch. Oh no. What the fuck? I don't know what I just witnessed, but it wasn't normal. I don't know what I just witnessed, but it wasn't normal. But anyway. Yes. Oh, it's a dog. Except it was on its front legs. Anyway, that is the end of the... If the menu ever loads. I've got to save up and then that'll be the end of it. I can't believe I started in Megatune. But now, that's the end of the stream. Thank you for watching. Subscribe or donate if you want. Donation links in the description as per usual, as is a list of all past live streams. Thank you for watching. Good day! 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, cease.